Hello, my friends. In this video, we will present a detailed report about the decreasing number of Ukrainian armored vehicles and military transports as a result of systematic Russian targeting through fiber-optic drones. So, don't forget to support us by pressing the like button and subscribing to the channel. Let's begin. Both sides now rely on the eyes in the sky. Russian drones strike deep into Ukrainian positions, while Ukrainian FPV-S and long-range drones answer with precision and fire. Cities, tanks, convoys, all have become part of a silent duel above the front lines. As the pace of the war in Ukraine intensifies, a new Russian strategy has emerged, one that relies on using advanced unmanned aerial vehicles, fiber-optic drones, which make them immune to jamming or interception by conventional means. This strategy has led to devastating losses among Ukrainian armored units and vehicles, especially the rare and technologically advanced ones, threatening to wipe out a significant portion of Ukraine's military capabilities. Focus on rare and strategic vehicles. Russian operators have concentrated on targeting high-value vehicles, such as the American Bradley armored vehicles, which are attacked while transporting troops on the battlefield, exploiting weak points, such as the door openings and the driver's seat area. The American Max Pro vehicles, despite their advanced crew protection systems, have become helpless against accurate drone attacks. Likewise, the Turkish Kirpi and the German Marder vehicles have recorded heavy losses in recent weeks. Even the Swedish CV-90 armored vehicles were not spared from targeting. Some of them fell intact into Russian hands, allowing the Russians to study and possibly develop their own versions in the future. Ukrainian countermeasures. On the other hand, there were Ukrainian countermeasures, but they proved ineffective. Ukraine attempted to reduce these losses by adding extra armor and protective mesh. They even covered entire and long roads with nets on all sides. However, the Russians adapted to these measures by focusing on precise weak spots. Even with changes in transport and deployment tactics, the accuracy of Russian drones made it nearly impossible to avoid these strikes. Strategic repercussions on the horizon. The continuous bleeding of Western armor threatens to drastically reduce Ukrainian equipment, especially since replacing such vehicles requires months or even years. Russia's capture of relatively intact Western vehicles opens the door to reverse engineering, which could later translate into the development of Russian weapons based on them. With the ongoing decline in Ukrainian armor, the Ukrainian forces may lose their ability to launch effective counterattacks. This forced the Ukrainian army to use civilian vehicles for military purposes as a way to compensate for the shortage. But the Russians left no opportunity for these vehicles either. They too were heavily targeted. Russian drones have now become a decisive weapon in draining Ukrainian equipment, placing Western allies before a major challenge: either develop systems capable of countering fiber-optic drones, or prepare to lose more deadly weapons on the battlefield. At the same time, Russia demonstrates a remarkable ability to adapt to Western technology and turn it into a weakness against its original designers. However, over time, Ukraine began to adapt. After months of devastating losses, Ukrainian engineers and field units started to build their own methods of resistance. From small workshops hidden in basements to modern military laboratories, a new wave of drone innovation began to emerge. Ukrainian forces realized that the answer to Russian drone dominance was not more armor, but smarter technology. They began converting commercial drones into precision weapons, capable of carrying explosives or anti-tank charges, guided through improvised control systems and live video feeds. Each week, their tactics evolved. Soon, drones became the silent hunters of the battlefield, small, fast, and deadly. They targeted tanks moving across muddy fields, artillery batteries hidden in tree lines, and even armored convoys advancing under cover of darkness. Night after night, strikes became more accurate and more coordinated. Entire Russian positions were hit before their soldiers even realized they were being watched. Then came the next stage, Ukraine's long-range drone attacks. These aircraft, built from a mix of imported parts and local ingenuity, reached deep into occupied territories, and even across the border. Fuel depots, command centers, bridges, and supply ships became frequent targets. What was once Russia's advantage slowly turned into a shared battlefield of innovation. By mid-war, Ukrainian drones were not only defending the skies, they were rewriting the rules of asymmetric warfare. They struck tanks, convoys, communication posts. Every explosion sent a clear message: technology can equalize power. Today, the drone war has become a duel of creativity, where machines think faster than soldiers, and courage is measured not by distance, but by signal range. That's all, my friend. Don't forget to support us by pressing the like button, subscribing to the channel, and sharing the video with others in support of our work. Thank you for watching.